So I guess first of all, what kinds of conversations are your clients having? Are they still talking politics? Or are they just avoiding it? Like what kind of conversations are you guys having behind the chair?
Um, I feel like it's a little bit of both. Like
Mhm.
some are definitely still talking about it. Um, I actually have I feel like quite a few that are worried like about their job status like within the next couple years. And that's the thing too. I'm just like we're not even a year in.
Yeah,
And like I'm supposed to do 4 of this?
yeah,
No way.
yeah.
No way.
I'm
Um,
wondering if, and granted, it's still only a year and a half away. I mean, it's still a year. It's a year away, right? The midterms, it's about a year away because I don't remember what article of the Constitution it is where you could literally impeach the president, the vice president, and the secretary of state, like all at the same time. Because, I mean, honestly, none of them are better than the other. Like, they're all fascist trash dumpsters.
yeah.
Um, but that couldn't happen at least until midterms, right? And I just feel like, I mean, and I've been wrong all 51 years of my life. I've been wrong. I've been saying that I keep waiting to like wake up and the world's on fire and it keeps not being on fire. But I just feel like another year of this, surely it's going to be on fire. And have you been seeing the videos of, God, I really got to turn off autoplay on my timeline. But the videos that have given me joy are, of course, the Portland protesters who are all wearing like their blow up dinosaur, or I think it was a frog actually, and like the
Mhm.
unicorn, and like they're having the street party.
Mhm.
Um, so those have definitely given me joy. But then, did you see in Chicago where one, and I think Memphis too? I think somebody in Memphis too basically said that like if they send ICE or the National Guard, that they're kind of putting their police force on notice that they're not to work with them, that they're there to protect the citizens. And because in some of these cities, you're seeing the police officers help. But I saw in Chicago a couple days ago that ICE actually pepper sprayed the Chicago police. Did you see that?
I did see that.
And I'm just like, where's Blue Lives Matter? Where's Blue Lives Matter? It's awfully quiet.
I've also have you seen like videos of those big black SUVs like ramming the shit out of the ice trucks too?
I have not seen
Oh
that.
my gosh. Yeah. I was like, see, I wish I had just disposable income because
Right?
the way
Right?
that I would crash my car into a fucking ice vehicle and be like, "Get the fuck out of here," and just leave my car there. Ugh,
Yeah.
goals.
I have definitely been thinking though about what it looks like if if ICE or people pretending to be ICE, because how do we know the difference?
Mhm.
Tries to kidnap someone in front of me. Like, what does that look like? I watched a video yesterday, late last night, and so or people posing as ICE, because, like I said, how do we know? They don't have badges. They don't like their fit. Who knows? But they were kidnapping one person. So they're wrestling this person for a really long time, and they finally get the person and like throw them in the car. They are then trying to make a getaway. So they hop in their SUV and do a U turn and run smack into another car. And they were getting ready to like flee the scene after hitting this car, but for whatever reason, they stopped, got out of the car, dragged the girl that was in the car that they hit and threw her in the car as well and took off with her. And there's like a crowd of people and they're yelling and like all of this, but was it the journalist that they were arresting? Because that's also insane. But like they hit her car, jumped out, dragged her out of the car, threw her in their SUV as well. And like just like that's kidnapping. That is kidnapping. There's
Yeah.
no warrants, there's no, and I'm just like, at what point? And I know, or at least I feel like I know, that they're just waiting for people to fight back so that they can declare martial law. But like, how long do we let this go on?
Yeah, I've also thought the same, and I'm I'm gonna get arrested.
Yeah,
Like, I can't. I
yeah,
know personally I couldn't watch that happen.
yeah,
So I have pepper spray. I got a
yeah.
taser. Like, I'll push, like, or what I'm thinking what I would do is, like, definitely run up on them and try to pull their mask down and
Yeah,
at least, like, expose, like, their face. And
yeah.
then if depending on, like, how that interaction goes, like, because that's, like, technically why how I got arrested, like, during when we were up in West Florissant was because they were doing like the snatch and grab, and they grabbed a trans man, and it was literally four officers on this trans man, and he also not like a big guy, like
Mm-hmm.
he probably came up to here on me, and he was young,
Mm-hmm.
like early 20s, and it's on video. Like, you see me run up, and I had to physically like stop myself from wanting to just go push the officers. And you see me run up really close, and then I'm just like yelling at them, like, get off of him, get off of him. And two of the officers were like, if you don't back up, like, you will be subject to arrest too. And I was like, I don't care, get the fuck off his back. And that's when, like, you see two of the officers get up and like come tackle me. But I was like, that was just crazy. Like,
Yeah,
there was no need
yeah,
for that. And
yeah.
we were up there protesting because y'all are violent anyways. And what are you doing? Proving our point.
Violence. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
More violence. Yeah.
yeah, so I know I'm putting my hands on somebody if I see that happen. And
I
especially
just
like, don't let me find out that you're not really with ICE. Cause if I find out you're doing this for some fucking fun or whatever the fuck, ooh. Mm.
and I was telling my husband, like, how do we know that they're not literally just stealing? Because she was a young woman. They're not stealing these people and trafficking them. Um, again, like wormholes, but there's 1,200 people missing from Alligator Alcatraz. Like, we just don't know where they are. Like, just don't know where they are. And I'm still following the Diddy case because I'm waiting on like more criminal charges because I just feel like more criminal charges are coming. And recently, after his sentencing, which was not enough time, but a woman filed a lawsuit against him. She had originally filed it anonymously, and the judge said that she could only file with her name. The judge wouldn't allow her to file anonymously. And come to find out, she refiled it using her real name, and come to find out, and I should have I should have come prepared with her name, but I didn't plan on talking about this. But come to find out, she was a missing girl from Virginia. I thought about you when I was down this wormhole, actually. She's a missing girl from Virginia. I don't remember the town, but whatever town it is, it's right outside of DC. And there's like an obscene number of missing young women, like over decades. Young girls are just coming up missing over there. Um, and so when I was watching them snatch this girl out of her car and throw her in there, it's on the heels of me reading about all these missing young girls. And clearly I've got some PTSD or something, right? Because I'm just like, where are they taking these people? We don't know where they're taking them. We don't know what's happening to them. It's super traumatizing. It's super traumatizing. It's just a lot.
Yeah, it's I recently saw a video, and I think this was like back in 2009, and it's this woman, and I think she's in Mexico, and she's just like, when I say like blood curdling like screams, like she's just out there like crying. She's clearly like having some form of breakdown, and
Mhm.
I don't speak the language, but the subtitles were saying that she was saying that she saw a bunch of elite people like eating her friend. And apparently, this woman was like gonna be like one of the next top models in the world. And she like escaped from this party and had this breakdown, and she hasn't been seen since.
Wow.
And that was like 2009.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if you remember, because again, same wormhole, with the young missing girl that filed the suit against Diddy. I was reminded of that story, and probably right around that same time frame, like early, late 2000s, early 2010s, when that woman is, I don't know if she escaped from the castle in, it was in the UK, it was near the palace. Um, Not Buckingham, but one of the main palaces in the UK. A woman escaped. She's like bound and bloody and like was saying that she was trafficked, and then same thing, like that story just kind of disappeared. But it was a real story, like it was something that happened and then it just like disappeared and it's just gone. And we don't know her name, we don't know where she is, what happened, like.
Did you ever watch the
So,
movie Fresh?
I feel like yes. Is it early 2000s?
It came out within these past couple years.
Oh no. Then no. Just
It
kidding.
has Sebastian Stan and, is it Daisy Edgar, whatever her name is.
Mhm.
But it follows, like, they meet. At first you're thinking like it's gonna be this little romance movie, because they like meet in a grocery store, and it's like a little meet cute situation. And there are some red flags, but Sebastian Stan's hot, so like you're just like, we can ignore it. Well, spoiler alert, he kidnaps this girl and chains her up in his house and slowly cuts pieces of her and sells it to the 1%, because human flesh is like a fucking delicacy. And then it just had me thinking of literal history and a certain group of people who just love to eat other people, even eating like mummies and shit. Like, and then it got me thinking of, how one of the stereotypes is like, well, all black people eat are like fried chicken and watermelon. And it's like, okay, and y'all eat people.
People.
Like,
Literal people.
also, like, fried chicken and watermelon are good.
It's
So
delicious. What are you
I
talking
don't,
about?
yeah, like I don't get the insult here.
Sorry, y'all don't know how to season food.
Yeah. Or I think too, like, those old like 60s, 50s newspaper articles that have like the recipes. Bitch, why is there bologna and gelatin and ham like in first of all, why are we serving that fucking cold? And
Why
like
are
again, why is that all mixed together?
barf?
And they're going to say, well, that was back when, it was hard because of the recession and blah, blah, blah. And whose fault is that? Because while white people were having their little recession, black people were thriving. And then y'all got upset and burnt all that shit down.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
fuck y'all. Oh, it's just so frustrating. Ooh.
No, those are facts though. Like, there's so many ways how segregation was actually good for Black people. And that was one of them, because the reason that Black people were thriving is because they wouldn't allow Black people to use banks.
Yeah.
So,
Couldn't work with them anyways.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wild stuff. I just really would like to fast forward and see how how the grand finale of, America ends. Like, what the cliffhanger is killing me. I just need to know,
Yeah.
how does it end? I
Yeah,
really
like
wish.
I need to know, like, do I need to take the rest of my life seriously? Or like is this kind of it? You know?
Right. I see you were marked safe from the rapture.
Mhm.
I wonder if that story. Hold on. See, this is how I know computers be in our business too much. I just took this picture of my cat because he is snoozing super hard right now. He's like, his mouth is hanging open, he's on his back.
Oh.
And my computer just asked me if I wanted to share it. And I just asked, oh, okay, hold on. I got to show you this picture because homeboy.
Yeah, I want to see. Are you liking my gray roots?
Oh, I don't think I could. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I couldn't see them. I can't see. Let me get my, because now my freaking cat picture, I done did some shit. Stay, cut it out. She's being a hater. Get out of here. Don't be a hater. She was mad because she could hear me talking about how cute he looked. All right, so I just minimized it. Let me see your roots. I couldn't see that they were gray. Oh, yeah,
Girl,
no, they
what?
definitely are gray. Holy moly.
No, and that's
Does,
not even like the word. Hold
does
on, let me find.
premature gray run in your family? That's so gray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Holy moly. Are you going to go gray? Or it's just time to touch up your roots and you just haven't?
I mean, it's been a while. And I
Yeah.
don't know, like a part of me, like I don't really care, to be quite
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Yeah.
because like I have a lot of hair, and so if I do want to do something, it's just a lot of fucking maintenance.
Yeah.
And what I've been doing is just I've been doing just a dim eye. So like all of this will eventually fade out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's why I'm like, if I do permanent, then it's like,
Then
that's a
you have a line.
harder, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a harsher grow out.
Yeah.
But I do think also like my gray does age me too. And
I don't know. You
so,
got a baby face.
I mean, when I do like my makeup and like everything, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
So I definitely noticed, generally speaking, the women in my family just don't gray and don't gray and don't gray. And then it's like, apparently you just wake up and you have a head full of gray. It seems
Mm,
like, or at least that's what it felt like for my grandmother. Like, watching her as I'm growing up, like she just didn't have gray hair, and then all of a sudden she just did, and it was a full head. My
mm-hmm,
mom has like some sprigs, but like not really, right?
mm-hmm.
Um, but I woke up on my 51st birthday and I feel like I had like 12, where I used to only have one or two. I had like just a few sprouts in the front that I can see. But I'm kind of with you. I'm like, meh. I mean, the struggle is real. Like, you
And I
know?
will say, like, my gray, it's pretty like wiry and coarse.
Mm,
And so
mhm.
that's the thing too, like color does help it kind of like,
Tame it down.
yeah. So
Yeah.
uh, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I lost the picture of the kitty and I don't want to. Oh, hold
Oh,
on. I found it. Hang on. I'm about to show it to you because it's just so freaking cute.
yeah, I want to
It's
see.
You're gonna have to excuse my floor. Hold on. Let me.
But it is funny because, like, I'll have, older clients be like, oh, my gray, my gray. And I'll say, yeah, I have more than you. And they're like, oh, no, you don't. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, you're really young, so I'm kind of shocked by the amount that you have.
The world stresses me out.
Entire screen. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I guess now is not the time to be trying to figure out. Okay, here we go. Here he is.
Oh,
His mouth is literally, you probably can't see it because it's too small, but like his mouth is gapped open. Like he
so
was sleeping so
cute.
good. Sleeping so good. Um, and then my black cat, the one that we call Alexis Carrington, heard me talking about him. And so that was the cat fight you heard because
Yeah,
she's jealous. She doesn't like anyone to have attention outside of her.
that's so funny. It's
Crazy.
funny because both my cats will mimic like what my dog does, and then like now my dog will also mimic like what the cats do sometimes. Just like y'all
That's
are ridiculous.
Yeah, because they hear you talking about how cute they are.
Hmm.
So they're like, oh, I want to be cute too, mom.
Yes.
uh okay. What else? What else do we need to? We definitely did not talk about how the Senate before they shut the government down unanimously approved Charlie Kirk Day of Remembrance, and it just so happens to fall on George Floyd's birthday. And I just feel like, and now, mind you, the Senate, I want to make it clear, the Senate voted unanimously. And so I just want everyone to remember that when the Dems come around begging for votes during the midterms. And maybe you can find, someone young and fresh to vote for instead of them, because that was disrespectful AF.
Especially, like, I almost feel like it's a mockery
No,
because
for
of what
sure.
Charlie Kirk, like, said about George Floyd.
For sure.
Like,
That there's no way that was unintentional. Like they definitely did that on purpose. So the same way that I rebrand Columbus Day, which is coming up, and it's national, it's Indigenous Peoples Day.
mhm,
I saw someone suggest that Charlie Kirk Day of Remembrance should be rebranded to Poppin' Op Day, and I just definitely like the ring, like the way that
yes,
rolls off the tongue.
yes, heck yeah. Like, I don't even know. Like, I have no words. Like, I feel like growing up, like, hearing how things used to be, like, in the 50s and the 60s, all that stuff. It's like, wow, we've made so much progress. And, like, surely we couldn't go back to that, right?
Have we though? Have we? Because like they're definitely still gerrymandering. They're definitely still like not really trying to loan Black people money for real. There's the few, right? But like generally speaking, I don't know. The things
Yeah,
have
I
really come
don't.
very far.
Yeah, it's just like, and again, I'm always like, if I can see it, like, how can no one else see it?
I mean, I think that people just intentionally don't see it. They just turn to,
Yeah, and I don't know how people do that.
how? How do
Yeah.
you do that? Yeah. Teach me your ways. But I don't even want to not see. I want to be. And I remember years ago, I had someone on MySpace who I had become really close with, but it's MySpace, right? I don't know their real name. I don't know where they are. Like when I got off MySpace, like we lost, whatever. But I remember them saying to me, like, once your eyes are open, like there's no turning back. It was kind of like the Matrix moment, right? The red pill and the
Mhm.
blue pill. And like once you know, you can never unknow.
Literally, yeah.
And I I can't even say I hate it because you want to know, right? I don't want to be just blissfully ignorant. Like I want to know what's going on. I want to know how the choices I make affect other people because that allows me to make better choices. But I just
Literally.
hate that there's so many people who are perfectly fine with not knowing and not caring and turning a blind eye and just like, oh, well, they must be criminals or they must, you know what I mean? Just making excuses for why people are treated less than human. It's
Mhm.
gross.
It is
No me gusta.
very tiring.
Mm-hmm.
Very tiring.
A bit of good news though. Did you see so this actually happened in Atlanta. There's this 22-year-old kid here named Julian Brown. Um he's a Virgo, by the way. So on October 4th, um he started a 2023 Scat Pack, which is some muscle car that I don't know, but with plastoline, which is the fuel that he's invented that is made 100% of waste plastic and produces clean emissions. and he was like building this machine in his backyard. His mom let him build this machine in his backyard. At one point, he blew himself up and was like covered in burns because he wasn't using, protective gear or whatever. But yeah, he's discovered not discovered, he's created. It's 110 octane fuel made of waste plastic and produces clean emissions. And we need that. We need that. Now, whether big oil will allow that to become a thing, but like, what a great way to, one, get rid of all this excess plastic waste that we make. And two, then we can stop raiding other countries for their oil. Like, boom. Sustainable energy. Like, so I thought that was dope. 22 years old.
No, that is great. There's a part of me though that's like, yeah, well, what's gonna happen to him?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
hope he has entrusted the formula or the equation
Yeah. Yeah.
because they're
So
definitely gonna come for that.
it's interesting that you say that, because if you go back to, I think, last summer on his TikTok page, there was some time where he was saying that like helicopters were like hovering over his house and like he was being followed and like all kinds of weird shit. But I
Mhm.
can't decide if that was just brilliant marketing on his part or if that was actually happening in real life. I'm not sure.
Because I want to say, I forget when, but I thought a guy created a way to run cars off salt water.
Mm,
Also, I think like vegetable oil,
mm,
and
mhm,
I don't think those people are around anymore.
mm. Yeah. Yeah. Because if it's one thing the 1% hates, it's competition.
Mm.
Even though they're the main ones screaming about capitalism and free market, blah, blah, blah. But only if it's us, apparently. Like,
Well, and I also believe, I think there's a cure for cancer, but
oh, for sure.
it's more money in their pockets if you're sick.
For sure. Well, and as they're like getting ready to throw everyone off of their insurance
Hmm.
because they can't come to some sort of, oh, good Lord, so much.
I know. And then I feel like a Debbie Downer sometimes because when people come to you with good news, me, I just think of like, oh, well, again, history has showed us that,
Reality.
yeah, anytime that someone has come up with some great invention that would catapult us into like such a good
Hmm.
place,
Hmm.
they
Hmm.
die or
Hmm. Yeah, because
they
just when
have
you
like
think about like
television.
creating fuel from plastic waste, how many jobs that would create? Because people could literally just go outside and clean up and like take
Right,
the plastic and turn it in for money.
right.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
clearly, this plane that we're on requires people to be, on the bottom.
Well, and there
Like it
was
doesn't.
I want to say there's a kid that created a machine that helps clean up trash out of the oceans really well
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because certain nets get like
Okay.
fish and stuff like caught up in it and it destroys like
Yeah.
more than it actually helps. But he
Yeah.
created something that like it's able to filter out like the marine life and just
Nice.
gather like the trash. And that was
Nice.
like a few years ago and it's like why aren't we investing in that? And
Yeah.
now too, I'm sure you know, there's a company that's collecting hair to clean up oil spills out in the
Hmm.
oceans because hair is more absorbent when it comes to cleaning up the oil. And
And
it's
it's not going to kill the marine life.
exactly. And it's like, okay, well, why are these companies using chemicals to
Yeah.
clean up the oil spills? Which, how does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're going to clean up a chemical with another
With
chemical,
more
but
chemicals.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I also found out recently, Dawn dish soap is not like cruelty free.
That makes me sad because that is my go-to. Tell me more.
Yeah. They market themselves like cleaning up, the ducks and the animals from the
Yeah.
oil spills, but they test on animals, and there's been like blindness on
Wow.
dogs because of them. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Wow. I mean, and again, not shocking, right? Because that's the society we live in, where it's
Mhm.
perfectly fine to lie and gaslight and propagandize and you know.
And like going back to like the system and stuff, like I also don't think anything's going to happen if oh my gosh, what's it called when like companies can pay essentially protesters to go in and like lobby.
Hmm.
Um like as long as that's allowed, like nothing's really ever going to change.
Hmm.
Like, how can we as the people bring up shit if the company can just essentially come in and buy people to like protest and get what they want in the end?
Hmm.
It's already not fair.
But then they love to bring up like, oh, George Soros paid protesters. Like, okay.
Mhm. Right.
But where it really matters if someone is paying protesters, which I feel like if Soros is paying protesters, I'm short some checks.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like where it really matters, it's crickets.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm over it. And also something that like low key pisses me off is people sharing like these videos of like Barack and Mitch, uh or not Mitch, Mitt Romney and George Bush and Obama, and like the caption is like, see, this is when like you could have two different opinions and like at the end of the day still be good people. And it's like, babes, all of those people are war criminals.
Hmm.
So, what?
Yeah.
And like, I still get ticked off thinking about like the Ellen DeGeneres post with her and George Bush. Cause it's like, girl, this man denied you rights. But since you hit that tax bracket, it's all haha kiki, we're friends now.
Well, and remember, it came out during COVID that she's kind of a terrible person. Hasn't she left the country?
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Sure has. Must be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. But I got the impression that she left the country because she was running from,
Hmm.
you know, something
Oh yeah, rumor has it her
allegedly.
name's on that list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
And I still want to know what happened to Twitch
hmm,
because that was just all too weird.
I mean, it does kind of seem like in a supernatural way. Like, does kind of seem like there is some. you're making a deal with the devil to get like fame.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because yeah. Isn't it interesting how a lot of people, when they are first getting famous, there's always some big death around them.
mhm,
Even, have you been following the David story?
yeah,
Yeah. Like, what the?
yeah, that one is like wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, and again, he was just blatantly out in the open with his, 14-year-old girlfriend.
Mhm,
What? What?
mhm.
And it was normal until it wasn't.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Sick place. What did I do in my past life to get me here? I need to figure this shit out because I do not want to come
Literally.
back.
I
Okay.
Me neither. I'm over
I
it.
do not want to come back to this hellhole.
I'm
And
over
if I
it.
come back, I want to come back as a cat for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I know a lot of people, like a lot of people in the salon are also talking about um moving out of the country. And
Mhm.
they're like, "Oh, why don't you just move?" And it's like, "What?" Like, first of
Are you
all, where am I going to
okay?
go?
Yeah. And with
Yeah,
what money?
with what money?
Yeah.
And
I would love to pick
I
up and move.
right. Yeah, who wouldn't? But also like I was born here. Why do
Yeah.
I have to leave?
Yeah. It's still, yeah. Low key is giving a little bit like, if you don't like it here, why don't you just leave? Like,
Right. Or if you want me to leave so bad, like cough up that money, babes.
yeah. Yeah. But I would love to pick up and move. And also, like, my ancestors bled on this soil so
Mhm.
that I wouldn't have to go through this. And now look at us.
Right.
So something's got to give for sure. But I've definitely just been kind of hanging out in the cut, like minding my business, staying
Mhm.
out the way. I keep my head on a swivel when I'm out because people are crazy and you just don't know what people are going to be on any given day.
Literally.
Um but yeah, mostly I just am trying to stay out the way.
Have you been watching anything good?
Anything good, if those are the key words, I'm gonna say no, but I did start this season, the most recent Love is Blind. Have you been watching that?
I don't really give that one my attention anymore.
Yeah,
Um, I probably haven't watched that one since season 3. And
really.
like, yeah, like, and I know the couples from like the other seasons, but like, I
Hmm.
haven't fully sat down and watched it because now
Yeah.
I'm like, it just doesn't feel real anymore. Like, those
Mm,
first couple seasons, I felt like there were people actually trying to like fall in love and get
yeah,
married.
yeah,
And now it's just like, oh, I'm gonna go on here for like clout and fame.
yeah. Well, this season's a dumpster fire, so you're not missing anything. But I did think of you when one of the guys had like a whole incel breakdown because he got to Mexico and realized all the other men were having sex with their fiancés, and he and his fiancée had agreed to wait until after the wedding.
Mm.
And when he found out everyone else was having sex, he just like literally crashed out. He's like crying about I'm always the nice guy. And yeah, I thought of you when I was watching it. That exact what you just did, I saw you doing that. Like, What are you watching?
Mm, the new season of Sister Wives just started back up.
Oh, okay.
So watching that.
Mhm.
I did watch Wayward on Netflix. Interesting. I'm probably gonna watch it again.
Okay. Is it a movie or a?
No, it's a series.
Okay.
And it was good, but it's out there. So like if
Okay.
that's not really like your cup of tea, you're not gonna like it. But I
Okay.
love Toni Collette and I'll watch anything that she's in and she's
Okay.
in it.
Okay.
I'm watching on HBO Task with Mark Ruffalo.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
also love him.
Okay.
hmm And oh, I am rewatching The Staircase because I don't think I finished it the first time. Also has Toni Collette in it. And it got me thinking, there's been 3 separate like Peterson men that have killed their wives. And they've
Mm.
all like have been like high profile cases, I guess.
Huh.
And I was like, that's
What's
kind of
going on in
interesting.
that family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh. Kaj said my clients keep telling me about Love is Blind and just hearing about it is enough. Yeah, no, it's a dumpster fire. Like it's just drama for no reason. It's a hot ass mess, but sometimes it makes me feel better like to see other people's hot mess, right? Like um so yeah, no, it's a disaster. And so yeah, I can't wait till Wednesday when they drop new episodes.
Did you watch Love Island Games?
I didn't. No.
Yeah. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I followed the Love Island Games discourse on Reddit.
Okay.
People were hating on, was it Andreina? Like, I don't know why they hate her so much, but people hate her apparently on Reddit.
So there were some things that she did that were like a little weird. Like
Mm,
and I could understand it could just be like a cultural difference.
mm.
Cuz the
Was she
girl in
Dominican?
I think so,
Mm,
maybe. I think that could be right.
she's
And I
fire.
will say, like, had one of the best bombshell entrants. Like, she ate that walk down.
Okay.
Um, but like, I think she is a little awkward.
Hmm.
Because I think both her and Jeremiah, I think they were like nerdy that got hot. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
They
And so
definitely both have those vibes.
yes,
Yep.
yes. And that's not
Hmm.
a bad thing, but I
Sure.
think they're still just getting used to like, you're
Their
hot.
hotness. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I will also say too, the one thing that was like a little bit weird about Audrina was people of course were saying that they thought she had a BBL and she was
Hmm.
like, "No, I don't, blah blah blah." And her proof was she posted a photo of her like when she was literally in diapers and like that was the proof and everyone was just kind of
That's
like,
not weird at all.
yeah, like that's a little weird. But yeah, I think and her with Johnny cuz at first I thought it was her. Like there was a moment where again, but I think it's just like she's hot and she doesn't know like how hot she is.
Yeah. She is stunning. She's
Yeah,
so pretty.
she's so pretty.
Body be bodying.
Yeah, body is key. Body is
Yeah.
key.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think deep down she's a lover girl and she keeps getting like these like fuckboy
Yeah.
gym bros
Yeah.
that think that they just like rule the world. And also in her culture, like love is a big deal too. You
Yeah.
know, like I think I've always thought that was interesting when you have like I used to eat up like 90 Day Fiance, and
Mhm.
it was interesting to kind of see that cultural difference of how love is treated, like in America versus other countries, because
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, when a bachelor party or bachelorette party was happening, people from other countries like didn't understand why you were going out to a strip club.
Yeah,
Like,
doing the
they were
most,
like,
yeah.
yeah, they were like, "What do you mean your last night of freedom? Like, you've had
Yeah.
all this time to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
this freedom, and you're gonna put everything at risk this one night, like, essentially." And, even some of, like, the dancing, like, going out to clubs and some of the girls, like, just, dancing with other men, and the men from other countries getting mad because, like, "Why are you dancing on another man when I'm right here?"
Mhm. Mhm. Which is a valid complaint.
Yeah, for sure. For
Good
sure.
times. I've been eyeballing, I think it's called Monster, some new Netflix
Oh,
show.
yeah, the Ed Gein.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I was actually contemplating. I made it was my turn to make dinner tonight, and I made these cheeseburgers, but I made a sweet potato bun, and
Mm.
it is so fire. So I was like, I'm gonna curl up with my burger on the sweet potato bun and like watch Monster. That's my plan for tonight. So
Will it
yeah,
not
I
make
can't.
your stomach hurt watching that?
I don't know. Is it gory? Okay, no, just kidding. I won't.
Because like
I
Ed
don't like
Gein.
gore. I don't like gore.
Oh yeah, like Ed Gein is the one who inspired like Texas Chainsaw
Oh
Massacre,
no,
Psycho. Yeah.
no. Okay, I didn't. I didn't. Okay. Okay, fair. I just, yeah, I didn't know. All right, so I'll find something else. I'll
Yeah.
find a comedy. I'll find a good comedy.
Yeah, watch something fun.
Curl up with
And I
my
will
burger.
say, you also got to be careful with. So Ryan Murphy is the one that does those shows, and
Hmm.
he is very exploitive
Oh,
when it comes to his storytelling, and he does not reach out to victims or
oh,
like their families and get like permission or okay.
noted. I
So
did not know.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I
Yeah,
would
just my
also like
own.
to make good choices.
Yeah. I mean, if you, because he's the one that did Dahmer, and he
Mm,
also did like the Mendez brothers. And I just, he's interesting because he also he did Pose, and like Pose is really good, but
mhm.
also it's like, how do you create this show and like showing this representation of like, LGBTQ in the 80s, but then completely silent about your actors and actresses that you hired getting their rights stripped away. Because I will say, like, a lot of people in Pose, were trans and non binary. So, like, that was
Mhm.
great to have that representation. But yeah, now it's like, well, and some of them I don't think are from America. And so it's like they're at risk. And where are you?
Wow.
But
Thank
that's
you for
my own
letting me
little
know that. I
thing
did not
about
know.
Ryan Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. So I'll definitely. And it never occurred to me to be cognizant of like the producer of a movie or you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, that looks interesting because I don't even sit and watch television often enough be to have a clue about it. But yeah, no, these are things I want to know because no, I don't want to support, I don't want to put money in your pocket for you to exploit people. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not, you know, and again, you know, the film industry being exploitative on its own. But also there's a way that we can do this without being so harmful. So
Mm-hmm.
noted.
Yeah. And I went back and forth because Charlie Hunman is playing Ed Gein, and I do love Charlie Hunman. But I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, I just don't trust Ryan Murphy to tell this story how it should have been told. And I've already heard like there's a bunch of like transphobia in it, and
Mm.
yeah, so that's
Okay.
disappointing.
All right. I'll go down my watch list and see what else I got on there then. I definitely don't want to be watching a bunch of blood and guts while I've got all my, you know, sauce dripping off my burger. So, all right. Do we have anything else we need to touch before we wrap it up today?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Well, until next time, friends.
Until next time.